All right. You gonna straighten the camera out? Well, I guess not. All right, whatever. I don't know what's going on here with the camera. There we go. There we go. All right, man. I talked about this last night a little bit. Didn't really get to put my foot in there like I wanted to, but word on the street is Earl Spence Jr. is going to fight Terrence Crawford next, or if he don't fight Crawford next, he gonna make his great escape to 154 pounds. Okay, so for whatever reason, Al Heyman, we can go through the dialogue and go through the times where Tim Smith said they was in negotiations and they didn't have the money to offer Terrence Crawford. And like I said before, a lot of people say, well, they're gonna wait till Errol Spence have his word, and if he get all the belts and he don't fight Terrence Crawford, then then we'll come out and say we'll call it a duck. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, that's fine. But my thing is people acting like his word is bond. It's not. His word is no good. He said before that, if Crawford get a belt, they'll make it happen. Crawford got a belt, then he said, well, he ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then he go on and, chastise his resume, said that, you know, says that he says that he ain't fought nobody as good as Algieri and just all this type of stuff, bro. And then he backs into a corner and says, well, I don't want to negotiate through the media, but you've been negotiating through the media. When y'all showed up that night in Oklahoma City, y'all been negotiating through the media. So, that's my thing. They've been negotiating through the media. What's the problem? All this build up, you saying 60-40, 70-30, all these numbers, even when y'all teams leak stuff out into the street, that's negotiating through the media. And we already know there's going to be a large amount of portion of fans that's going to say that well, Crawford didn't take the money. He should have did. You gonna regurgitate what Jamel say? Do what he say. Take the money. This, that, and the third. We talking about niggas who ain't never touched $1 million. How we gonna tell somebody what to take and what not to take? And I get just as frustrated. I ain't gonna lie, I'm frustrated. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But asking Bud to take a significant pay cut in a career defining fight that puts a cherry on top of his career and just continues to validate what he done because he's a Hall of Famer. Can't say the same about Spence. He got some more work to put in. You know what I'm saying? This is just gonna continue to validate Terrence Crawford. And all Crawford doing is getting older and older. And Crawford, he already told y'all he's not getting the fight. You can listen to what he said in that Radio Raheem Michelle Joey Phelps interview where he said, well, we haven't discussed numbers. And you sound like a fool if you think that. You sound like a fool if you think they ain't chopped up numbers. You sound like a fool. And he gonna give it one more try. But what's changed from the last since he fought Sean Porter? What's gonna change? Only thing that can change, can the numbers change it? Well, Terrence Crawford won't receive it. He might receive the real numbers, but publicly they gonna throw out a number, or not throw out a number because they never threw out Cobra's number with Hector Luis Garcia for viewership, and Nielsen never put that out. You probably could look it up and find it. It's public information, but if he moves up and don't fight Terrence Crawford, it's not going to destroy his career. It's not. That's what people need to understand. It's not going to destroy his career. And he knows it. And PBC know, and they publicist and marketing team knows it. This doesn't make or break his career, bro. It doesn't. They're gonna call him an undisputed champion when he fight Ugas, even though he won't get a ring belt. That's what they want to first Pacquiao. He's gonna fight Pacquiao and get up out of there. Nothing gonna change. He gonna take less money to continue to stay on the path with Al Heyman said. Because at 54, he becomes the money man. But really, ain't nothing but high risk fights up there. and a low reward, the money that he already been good. Nobody up there, unless he fight Jermell Charlo, and them niggas still wouldn't do 1 million pay-per-views. That's the only fight that makes sense financially going up there. You know, but at this point, either he fighting Crawford next or he moving up. And I already think that decision's already been made. And if you look at a PBC got somebody in position. You look at it, bro. This ain't hard to what they doing ain't rocket science, bro. They ain't hiding nothing from the fans. Keith Thurman is probably gonna fight Danny Garcia for a WBC title shot, or fight David Alvarez for a title shot. Better Buev and Stayonis, they've been kicked off the Errol Spence card versus Dennis Ugas. They gonna be on regular Showtime in a prelim fight before the fight. Well, they should have just threw that shit on YouTube, but that was the best fight on the card, on the undercard. So I don't know what they're replacing her with, but you know, Espinoza, somebody sent to me yesterday, Fotex sent to me. So whoever win this gonna get a vacant belt, as long as Earl win, which he should. Ryan Ennis is probably gonna fight either Ivan Galoob or David Alvarez for the IBF. Because I don't see Virgil Ortiz stepping there, Conor Ben stepping in there. He fighting Castillo Clayton for a title eliminator. It's not an interim title fight. It's a title eliminator. So once, you know, he get past Castillo Clayton, he probably gonna fight Ivan Galoob, David Alvarez, maybe even Cody Crowley, who allegedly priced himself out for that fight, wanted $1 million to fight Boots for the title eliminator. He's gonna pick up Earl belt, and Crawford's just still gonna be there. Crawford don't have a mandatory to May 2023. That's why Crawford been telling y'all, talking about jumping up, fighting Jermell Charlo, which to me was just dumb, because why would they let you fight Jermell Charlo, right? And they wouldn't let you fight, you know, Earl Spence unless you took the deal with Earl Spence. Whatever that might be, whatever the deal was, he ain't, you know, because Errol Spence already admitted, say, oh, ego's getting involved and this, that, and the third, and I got to check my ego. And if y'all ain't negotiated, then how the hell is egos getting involved? If y'all ain't negotiated nothing, man, of course they been chopping up numbers. So why would he let you go up to 54? I'll let you go up to 54, take on Jermell Charlo. Even if you go up there, use a WBO champion status, super champion status, and make a mandatory, Charlo just gonna drop the WBO. PBC don't have no shame, bro. They don't. So you ain't getting Jermell. You ain't, you know, you probably ain't getting Earl. And they not gonna let you get Earl, then move up and get Jermell. They're not letting you do that neither. They're not letting you, you know, come over there and clean out their damn their roster and take 7 belts away. Hell no. Even Castanos win. They're not even letting you fight Castanos and get all the belts. They're gonna Lubin and Fondor in the interim fights. Whoever win that fight, when Charlo dropped the belt to move up or whatever happened, or Castanos want to get crack at Castanos. So like I said, everything in place. If you look at it, everything in place for them to maintain control of the welterweight division in 54. Think about it. Keith Thurman jumped from out the top 40 to the top 3. We thought he was going to fight Earl Spence. Unless something changed, he not. He going to pick up the WBC belt. Stayonis and Butuev in position to pick up the WBA. They promised a shot next. You got to remember that. They promised this. They got step aside fight for next. So the overplay for the underplay is going to be, you know, Stayonis, Butuev, whoever win. Y'all say I want y'all title fight. Y'all ain't stepping aside. We ain't doing no step aside money. So undisputed blown right there. So ain't no undisputed fight. Because I got a mandatory. So guess what? That's going to be their trump card to get up out of there. But they got them to pick up the IWBA, and they got Boots to pick up the IBF. So Crawford be left with Boots, Ortiz, Thurman, Garcia, but 2 FSA and he still can't touch 3 of the other 4 champions. They still PBC. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Crawford been talking about moving up, because he knows Spence about to move up and he chasing them. But you can't chase that nigga, man, because they don't rank alphabet champions. So he can get a belt. You can put yourself in position to get that belt. All they're going to do is unify, drop that belt, keep that belt. So he don't have no leverage, and Bob Arum said it. You don't have no leverage. We tried to, you know, and he probably thought Bob was lying, but tried to, you know, make the fight. You know, he just don't want to fight. So is that gonna change after April 16th? It could. But what's changing between Crawford in the previous 4 years or 3 years before this, or leading up to the April 16th or 17th? What's changed between now and April 17th? Nothing. Nothing is going to change unless they find some investors to invest into this fight. Crawford bring his own, or Crawford say, you know what, I'll take the less money. Come on, let's go. And if he say that, they're gonna throw up another barrier and another barrier. And no matter how hard Crawford fighting, he is turning some people publicly, and he's showing people that Crawford ducking. But if he's not gonna publicly humiliate Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, pull up on him and check his ass and say, what you ducking for? Smack him on back of his head, smack his girl ass, and nothing like that on some Mayorga crap. He's gonna be stuck in the same position, and nobody gonna be sorry for him. Nobody gonna be sorry for him. So what's gonna change? Only thing can change is some money fly out the sky, or Crawford just say, bump it, I take the deal. And once he said that, they're gonna throw up another barrier and another barrier and another barrier. And then you keep throwing up barriers, then you know what, all they gonna tell the nigga stay on his feet and they gonna give him the fight. So come on. We waiting on all this. This nigga been free since November. He been free since November, and he still ain't signed nothing with PBC. And I'm thinking in a month, some change that's supposed to change. In a month that's supposed to change, I don't see it. Unless they negotiate it. But come April 16th, after he fight Ugas, and he's still not saying Terrence Crawford. If Crawford don't jump from the sky, jump in the ring, and they say let's make it happen. If that don't happen, or if Crawford ain't there, you see he ain't there, or he don't pop up, man. After that fight, he still ain't answering the Terrence Crawford. He still ain't saying Terrence Crawford name. He moving up. And we're gonna see who call a spade a spade. There's too much physical evidence not to call a spade a spade. And you look up here, you say, well, where can he get in where he fit in at? Where can he? He got 3 belts, so he'd probably instantly be able to jump up for a mandatory that he won't. He probably ain't going the WBO route. He probably gonna fight Israel Madardamov or Bakram Murtalovic, whatever. And the goal is gonna be for him and Lubin and Fondora to unify. That's gonna be the goal. You know what I'm saying? Because you look like who got the money man? Jermell Charlo not even making no money. If he was like the real money, that motherfucker be going on pay-per-view. So who really the end all goal is Erickson Lubin. They really grooming Erickson Lubin to be a star. You know what I'm saying? That's what they grooming him to be, or Fondora to be the next Mexican star. So ain't no easy fight down there. Let's see, fight Liam Smith, Ted Cheeseman. I don't even think to share an easy fight. They might line him up in there with Jared Hurd. He might have an introductory fight. They might line him up there with Jared Hurd. Maybe they thought about putting Tim Tszyu in there with him. Who knows? But at 54, he instantly becomes the money man. Anybody from 54 who jump up to 47, from 47, become the money man. And it's a good division too. Charles Conwell, young prospect in there. Liam Smith, passenger share still hanging around there. Elvis Gomez is really, really good. He might be the most talented guy in the division. Michael Soar still in there. Austin Strauss still pumping in there. Jack Clyde gave Demetrius Andrade a tough fight. Anthony Fowler in there. Tony Harrison in there. Carlos Ocampo in there still. So, Tim Tszyu, obviously. So, we'll see. But best believe they already have all this mapped out. Best believe all this is mapped out. Best believe. They already know who they want to fight, what the alternative is. So hopefully we get lucky. But that is what it is, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the welterweight playlist out. Check the boxing news playlist out. Check out the Linktree link in the description. Hit the Linktree link and take you everywhere I'm at on social media: Spotify, Anchor, Twitter, Instagram, the whole nine, Twitch. Hit that Linktree link in the description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.